Agnieszka. Welcome back to your 30-day Mat Pilates Summer Shred Challenge. For day 13, we have a 45-minute full body workout. You're going to need 2 ankle weights, which are optional, and then 2 light hand weights around 3 pounds. Let's go ahead and get started into our warm-up. You need to your tabletop position with your shoulders stacked right over your wrist. We'll start off by just rolling out our ankles and our wrists, loosening up our joints. Once those feel a little bit looser, especially if you have sensitive wrists, take a little bit of extra time here. And then we'll bring those knees about mat width distance apart and start off with 3 big hip circles all the way to the right, center, around, and back. 2 more over here, around, center, and back, really getting those shoulder blades here, lower back, finding that nice rotational stretch. And then once you're here, go ahead and take it on the left-hand side. And in, you have 2 more. And you have 1 last one. All right, from here, you can go ahead and bring those knees back in towards your tabletop. We'll take a few cat and cows here, gazing all the way up, curving your spine. And then exhaling here as you bring your belly button in, chin comes in towards your chest. And we'll take 2 more here. Inhale as you extend, and exhale as you curve in. 1 last one. Reach that head up, and go ahead and bring it in. So good. All right, rolling out those ankles once more, and then we're gonna tuck the toes in behind us and step right in towards our downward facing dog. So find your first pedal of the feet here. Loosening up those calves. Keeping that breath going, chin is out of your chest here. Strengthening our shoulders. And then we'll come right in towards our 3-legged dog on the right-hand side. Right leg is gonna go all the way up behind us towards the wall. Bending your right knee in. Let's go ahead and press all the way in towards our chest here. And then we bring it all the way back and press it in towards your chest. You got it. We have 2 more like this. Reach it up and in. And you have 1 more here, and all the way in. So good. Go ahead and step into your low lunge on your right hand side. So right leg comes forward, palms are down, left knee stays down. We lift the left knee up a couple inches and we tap. We lift it up and tap, lift and down. You have 5 and 4, last 3, 4, 2, and 1 last one. So good. Left palm stays down here. We'll open up on this right hand side, big deep breath, and roll out this wrist 1 more time, feeling that stretch in your chest. And then we'll drop our right hand all the way down. Go ahead and come on towards your back leg. We'll reach for the half splits here onto our right toe. So good. You can always reach for the shins or the knees as well, depending on how you feel today. And then bring this right knee forward and get that nice stretch in your left hamstring. So good. From here, we'll just take a few rounds. So keep your body in motion here. You want to keep moving your body, getting those dynamic stretches in before the workout. We'll take about 2 more. In and out. And you have 1 last one. And out. So good. All right, go ahead and bring the palms all the way back down here, and we'll step back in towards our downward facing dog. Finding your second pedal of the feet, getting those heels as close to the mat as you can. And we'll take 3-legged dog on the left-hand side. Left leg is gonna go all the way up behind you as you shift your weight forward. Bending the left knee in and pulling the left knee in towards your chest. And inhale as you reach it out. And exhale as you bring the knee in. You have 2 more like this. Lift and in. And you have 1 last one. And step in towards your low lunge. Left foot comes forward, right foot comes back here. Right knee's just gonna lift up a couple inches and tap. We lift and tap. So strong here. We have 5, really warming up our right quad. And 3, and 4, 2, and 1. Last one right here. You got it. Right palm stays down here. We're gonna lift up into the left, rolling up the left side, left wrist, and finding your nice chest stretch. And then once you're ready, you can go ahead and drop this left palm all the way down. Go ahead and come on towards your back leg, reaching for your left toe or your knee and shin. And then go ahead and bring this left knee forward and letting your right hip flexor get a nice stretch here. And we'll switch it up. So good. Reach it in and out. You have 2 more here at your own pace. And in, and give me one last one. And reach. So good. All right, go ahead and put on your ankle weights here. We're gonna keep them on for the majority of our workout. All right, so we've got our ankle weights on. We'll start off laying down onto the mat. All right, from here, we're gonna start off with a little bit of a core activation to get us going. Palms come right by your side. Knees can come all the way up here. And we'll just start off by dropping those toes all the way down onto the mat. Find your tap here, and we lift. So here, I want you to take a big inhale in your reverse tabletop and exhale as you drop those toes down. And find your little inhale as you come back up. All right, so it's super important here that you're using your breath to help you out here. We inhale and exhale as you drop it down. Reach it up. Find that inhale and exhale. So here, it's totally okay if your lower back is lifting off of the mat just a little bit. You want to keep that natural curve in your spine and just mainly focusing on your lower core. So the 2 lower corners of your core right underneath your belly button, right by your pelvic muscles. That's what we really want to focus, pressing in towards the mat here. All right, we have last 3 inhale and exhale as you tap. Reach it up. We have 2 more. Inhale and find your exhale. And we have one last one. Reach it in and exhale as you reach it out. So good. All right, from here, we'll go ahead and put those hands all the way behind our head, protecting our neck. And we lift just a little bit off of the mat here. And as you lift, I really want you to press your lower belly in. So now you do want to press that lower back in towards your mat because your shoulder blades are lifted up and out. All right, this time we'll just take a nice little twist over towards the left. So right elbow goes towards your left thigh. And we extend this left leg all the way out in front of us. And we bring it back in. Keeping your right elbow twisted over to the left. Just extend that left and in. You got it. Reach it all the way out and bring it in. You have 5 like this. We extend and in. And we have 4 more. Making sure that you're staying twisted over to this left-hand side. Last 3 and in. You have 2. Squeeze. Beautiful. And we have one last one. And in. So good. Bring those palms all the way out here, right by your left thigh. And let's just do the same thing with this left leg. Left leg goes all the way out and in. You're interlacing your fingers together. Right shoulder blade is up off of the mat. And as we extend this left, we're pulling our lower belly in here and reach. We have last 5, squeeze. And in. We have 4 more. And reach. Give me last 3. You got it. 2 more. Really strong here. And in. We have one last one. Squeeze. reach. So good. Go ahead and bring your head, neck, and shoulders down, and we'll bring them back behind our neck. All right, let's go ahead and lift all the way up this time. We're going to lift over towards our right hand side. So right elbow comes next to your left elbow, comes onto your right thigh, and we extend the leg all the way out, and you bring it in here. You got it. Extend it out and in. Keeping that upper body rotated over to this right hand side. Lift, squeeze. You have 4 more like this. Reach it out, left shoulder blade is lifted here, and you're pulling that lower belly in as you extend for 2. Squeeze. Sometimes it's helpful to put a little palm on that lower belly and see and feel that pelvic muscle engage. We have one last one, squeeze. And in. All right, go ahead and interlace those fingers. We're gonna reach over to this right hand side, extending this right and bringing it back in. You got it, keeping this left shoulder blade out, squeeze, and in. We have last 5. Almost there for 4, and in. Last 3, so strong here. And you have 2 more, and squeeze. And 1 last one. Whew. All right, go ahead and drop the toes down. Bring those heels about mat-width distance apart. Palms can come by your side. And let's just do a couple swivels of the hip over to the left in and over to the right. So good. Had a little core burner in the beginning to get us started. And then once you're ready, go ahead and lift your head, neck, and shoulders up carefully to seated, and flip yourself over onto the mat, and we'll come in towards our bird dog position. So back in towards your tabletop here. We'll start off with our left leg. So go ahead and tuck this core in. You want to minimize the curve in your spine over here. Starting off with your left leg, we extend this left leg all the way out, and we bring it in towards our chest with this left knee, and we press towards the back, squeeze. So here I really want you to make sure you're keeping your gaze right at the front of your mat as you bring this knee in and you extend. You're not looking up and curving here. You want to keep that gaze down so you pull your lower belly in. So good. Making sure that your wrists are stacked right over your shoulders. We squeeze and press. We have last 5 here and reach. So good, keeping that core tight here as we press it out, mind to muscle. And we have 3 more. Press it out. You have 2. And lift. And give me 1 last one. And reach. So good. Go ahead and keep this left leg all the way up. We'll grab our right hand. Right hand is going to go behind our head here. So left leg stays up. Find your balance. It's going to be a little tough in the beginning. We crunch over to this left-hand side, and then we just lift all the way up. Modification, you can always drop this left foot down to just get your balance in as you crunch over to the left, and we lift. Squeeze as you crunch, and find that little lift. Left leg can come up here, you got it. Maybe you just try 1 with this little lift. Whew, it's even hard for me here, you guys. I'm right here with you. Let's go for 3 more. Taking this slow. Find a little spot to focus on. Anytime that you feel imbalanced, your core is working 10 times more, so it's good. You should always not worry about being imbalanced here. We have 1 last one. Crunching over to the left, squeeze, and lift and drop it down. So good. All right. This time we'll come into a quick little child's pose. And come back into this left leg all the way up. This time, arms can come a little bit farther away from you. We'll come to a little halfway tricep push-up as we lift this left leg up. And on your lift, we drop this left leg down, and let's crunch up with this right knee in towards your chest, and we drop it down. All right, do it with me here. Halfway with the triceps, and lift. And we crunch with the right and drop. You got it. We squeeze and reach it up, and we crunch and drop. Let's go for 4 here. If you feel like your elbows are having a hard time coming in towards your chest, you want to get that into a nice little number 11. Go ahead and bring those arms a little farther away from you to give yourself some space. You don't want those elbows to come out towards the sides. They're coming in towards your chest here and up. All right, give me one last one here. You got it. Lifting this left leg up, squeeze, crunch, and lift, and in, and down. So good. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back towards our tabletop here. Right leg is gonna go all the way out. We just crunch this right knee in towards our chest, and we extend as we lift. Crunch it and squeeze, and extend. Here, making sure that we're really being mindful of that lower back. Keeping that gaze right in the front. So strong. Bring it in, squeeze. Pulling your lower belly in on your squeeze, and exhaling as you lift. We have 4 like this, and reach. Give me last 3, and squeeze. You have 2 more, and out, and one last one, and reach. So good. Keeping this right leg up here. Left hand is gonna go behind your head. We crunch in towards this right, and we lift it all the way up. You got it. You can always drop this right foot down for a little modification to get that belly working. Your core is squeezing in here. Maybe you challenge yourself and just try one with this right leg lifted. Squeeze as you bring it in and up. All right, right shoulder is stacked over your wrist. So good. We have 4 more like this. And reach. You have last 3. And lift, give me 2 more. Maybe we lift this right leg up just a teeny bit higher. And you have one last one. Bring it down and we lift. So good. Quick child's pose here for those shoulders. And let's bring it all the way back up for our little push-up. Right leg stays up here. Arms can come a little bit farther away from you. And let's bring those triceps in halfway. Lift them up, drop the right, and we crunch it with this left. You got it. In, we lift as we bring those triceps in halfway. Reach and crunch with the left. Yes, there you go. Squeeze and in. And we crunch and back. We're ending with this bird dog in 5. Let's crunch it up. So strong. We have 4 more. Squeeze and lift down. Last 3. Woo. We're almost halfway done, you guys. Give me 2 and lift. Can we pull this left leg a little bit higher? You got it. 1 more here. Down. And we lift, squeeze, and tap. All right. Shake out the wrists, roll the shoulders towards you. And let's go ahead and come standing up. Go ahead and grab your 2 light hand weights. All right, once you've made it to standing, your 2 hand weights are gonna come in towards your chest. We'll start off with our feet pretty far wide apart, so they're gonna be maybe a little bit farther away than your shoulders. Go ahead and lift this right heel up. At any point, you can always drop this heel down, but let's start off with it lifted, maybe just for a couple reps, and then see how you feel. All right, legs are farther than your shoulders. Weights come into your chest. Here you really want to squeeze that core in as we come into our squat towards the back, and we lift all the way up. You got it. You squat towards that back, you squeeze, and you lift. So here you want to keep the chin out of your chest. Chest is staying up as you squeeze that core, and we lift it up. You got it. Let's go. No curving of the spine here, and we lift. Weights can stay by your chest. Squeeze and up. Keeping this right heel up if you can. We have 4 like this. Nice. And 3, we squeeze. Yes. You have 2. And lift. And one last one, and you lift. So good. From here, go ahead and drop those weights down. We reach them down here, and then we press them all the way up. Drop them down in your squat, squeeze, and you press them all the way up. So your right heel is staying lifted here, and we reach. We're really gonna get those side glutes. Bring them down, and press. Squeeze, and reach. Nice, so strong here. Lift it up. We have last 5, and 4 more. Making sure that we're still squeezing our core on our hinge for 3, and lift. Last 2, lift them up, and you have 1, last 1, so strong. Back into your squat here, and as we lift here, you want to bring this right leg all the way up in towards your chest. So this right knee is going to be in towards your chest here. Generous bend in this left knee. You want to make sure that you're not hyperextending this left leg. Generous bend in this left knee. Your right knee is all the way up. We lift these arms into our shoulder press. And as you come down, you tap it down. You got it. Knees and arms lift up. We squeeze and you tap them down. We're getting into a little standing ab and glute series. Bring it down. And we lift, we squeeze, and tap. Nice. Let's reach it up as we press. And you have 5 like this. Squeeze, and tap. Give me 4 more. Whew. And we have last 3. In for 2, squeeze. Can we lift this right leg a little bit higher for your last one? We lift and we leave this right leg up. It's gonna stay right here. Swivel it over to the left and then to the right. To the left and right, you got it. You squeeze and squeeze, making sure that we're squeezing this core in right here. For 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1, last 1. All right, drop this right foot down just for a second, and we lift this right leg up, getting those inner thighs, and we tap it in. Knees are bent here, arms are up. We lift, squeeze, and tap. We lift and squeeze, tap. This time we're getting our side obliques here as well, especially, and our deep core. We're almost there. This is your last one on this left leg. I know it's starting to burn. Keeping that little bend, and in. For 5, we squeeze, and 4, nice. Last 3, in, and 2, whew, and 1, last 1. All right, shake out that glute. So good. Staying on this left leg, just go ahead and bring the right foot all the way back this time. Your right heel is going to stay lifted. Arms come all the way back into your little tricep, palms are facing each other. And as we bring this right knee in, we tap it in, the weights come in. You got it. Tap it out, squeeze, and in with the weights. So here, making sure that you can still always see your left toes the entire time. You don't want this left knee to come too far over your toe. Keeping it in line with your ankle. Tap it back, squeeze, and in. Nice. There you go. Your left leg isn't really moving at all. We're driving this movement with the right. We squeeze and tap it in. We have 4 like this. And in. Getting those arms up and over for 3. Last 2. In. And you have 1. Last 1. All right, this time we bring the weights all the way back. And we lift up into that same knee drive all the way up. You got it. Generous bend in this left leg. And then you press it all the way back in towards your hinge. Let's lift all the way up, keeping this slow and controlled. And we press it all the way back. Squeeze. We lift and reach. And you press. We have 4 more. Staying strong in your core here as it's driving this entire movement. You have 3, we lift, and in, and you have 2 more. Squeeze, one last one. Let's lift and all the way out. Go ahead and stay in this hinge. Weights are gonna come in towards your chest. We come into a lunge with this back leg. Back leg goes all the way down. Left knee does not move here at all. And then we just hinge it back forward. You got it. Back leg here as your chest comes up and in. Only driving this movement here with your back leg. We're almost there. Squeeze and lift. Bring it in and reach. Squeeze and out. All right, so good. We have 3 more. Let's reach it out. You have last 2 and lift. And you have one last one and in. So good. From here, let's go ahead and lift this right arm and the left arm, both arms, all the way up. And we just pulse it down and lift. Pulse it down and extend. This is your last one on this left. And reach. You have 5. Up for 4. Lift. And 3. Squeeze. 2. And 1. Last one. Woo, so good. Meet me in the center again. We have both of our toes quite far apart. So you want to get into your sumo squat here, which basically means your toes are facing to the diagonal. They are definitely double the distance past your shoulders, and knees are facing out as well. Weights are going to come in towards your chest. We drop it down as your knees come all the way out. We drop it down low here. You should really be feeling this in your inner thighs. If you're not feeling it, go ahead and move those legs even farther apart. I know it's going to feel weird, but you want to get them pretty far. All right, once you're down here, let's go ahead and lift it up. Squeeze that core again, and we drop it down, and we lift. Squeeze. Let's drop it down, and lift. Squeeze, and reach. We're almost there. So strong here. We have last 5, and lift. For 4, we squeeze. Last 3. Woo. And 2. Lift. And you have one last one. And we bring it up. All right, knee down right here. We're gonna stay low. Hands are gonna come behind your head. You can drop the weights for this if you need to. We'll crunch over to this right knee and we lift. And crunch over to the left and lift. All right, we're staying low in the legs here. You got it. If you need a break from the legs, you can always lift it up and do a little crunch and in. You crunch and in. But if you can, stay low with me here. We're not in here for long. Bring it down and lift. You have 7. In for 6. Squeeze and 5. In 4. Last 3. And 2. And 1. All right, both weights are gonna come into your left hand here. Right hand's gonna go behind your head, stay low here, and we only crunch over to this left and in. Left arm stays low. We lift. This is your last one here for the sumo. Let's go. You have 8. In. Last 7. Squeeze. 5. Up for 4. And 3. Woo. Can't feel my legs anymore. We have 2 more. And let's go for one last one. In and up. Wow. That was a killer. Shake out those legs. And let's go ahead and do this on the other side. So meet me onto your right leg into your squat. Left foot is going to be, the left heel is going to be lifted this time. So here you're in your squat position, maybe about shoulder width distance apart. We're not as far as our sumo. Go ahead and bring those weights in towards your chest. We squat back, give yourself some space here, and we lift it all the way up. If you feel too cramped, your knees are coming forward, bring that right leg a little farther apart so you can go deep in the squat with the glutes and lift. Here I really want you to focus and think about those glutes contracting as you are hinging back, and we lift it up. So good. We squeeze, thinking about this right glute, and we lift. All right, we have 5 like this. Bring it down, squeeze, and reach it up. We have 4 more. And lift. You have 3. and reach. And we have one last one, and up. All right, this time we stay in this position. We drop the weights down, and then we lift into our shoulder press. You drop them down, left leg is staying lifted here. Squeeze, and down. Your left heel is off of the ground as you're reaching up. Bring it in, and shoulder press. Our heart rate just gets so much higher here as we lift these weights up overhead, so take it slow. You can always drop the weights if you need to. Nice. And in. All right, we have 5 like this. We squeeze, bring it down. You have 4 more. And in. Give me the last 3. We squeeze. 2 more. And down. And we have one last one. And you bring it in. So good. From here, bring those weights all the way up. Left leg is going to come up in towards our chest here. We lift it up in towards our chest. As you bring those weights down, we tap it down. You got it. Press those weights up, squeezing the core, standing abs here with this left leg, and we bring it all the way back down. You got it. Reach it up, squeeze, and in, and we lift. We squeeze and in. So good. Making sure you can get this left knee high up and towards your chest. And as we're lifting here, we're squeezing this lower core in as if we're sucking in a straw. You have 4 like this. Reach it up and down. We have last 3. Press and in. Give me 2 more. Squeeze. Nice. And you have one last one. Keeping this left leg up, we just swivel this left leg to the right and to the left. In and up. Generous bend here in this right knee. No hyperextensions here. Whew. Focusing on a little spot to find your balance. You got it. We have 6 and 5. Give me 4 for 3, 2, and 1. Last one. All right, go ahead and bring this left leg all the way behind you. So right foot is going to be forward, left leg is going to be back here. Weights come in towards your chest. Right knee, generous bend here. It's stacked right over your ankle. At no point should your right knee be moving over your toes. Keep it straight. You got it. Especially if you're in front of a mirror. Take a second to just look at this position. Squeezing this core. All right. Weights come in towards your chest. This time, we crunch this left leg in, and on the last extension, we bring those weights all the way back into your tricep. Squeeze as we lift, and all the way back. You crunch in, and press. Drive, and press. Left heel is staying lifted here. Reach it out. Maybe we lift those arms just a teeny bit higher here. You got it. Squeeze, and press, squeeze, and press. Yes, there we go. We have the last 5, and in. You can do this. We have 4 more. Same thing on the side here. Give that same energy. And 2 more. Bring it in, and we have the last one. And go ahead and drive this left leg all the way up here like we did earlier. This time, we press it back, same thing, except we just drive it up into our shoulder press, and we drive in, and we drive it up. You have 5 like this. Bring it in, you got it. Squeeze, give me 4 more, press. Nice, and out. We have last 3, we squeeze it up, so strong, and out, and give me last 2. Find that press. And lift, and you have one last one. We roll it up, and all the way out. Nice. From here, weights can come in towards your chest. Right knee does not move at all. Go ahead and press this left leg a little bit farther behind you so you have some space to come in towards this lunge, and you find your little hinge forward. You come in towards that lunge, chest is up, and back into this left heel lifting. Drop it down, and lift. All right, we have 5 like this. Let that right glute burn. We're almost there. Give me 4 more. And reach, squeeze. Last 3. And lift. You have 2 more. We squeeze. And 1. Last 1. This time, we stay in our lunge. Arms come all the way up. Just pulse it out right here. You got it. We pulse and pulse for 6 and 5. Last 4 for 3, for 2, for 1. Woo. Shake out this right glute and come right in towards your sumo squat here. Okay, we're in our sumo squat. Go ahead and extend those legs pretty far apart. Weights are in towards your chest. We come down with those inner thighs and we lift them up. You got it. Bring it down. We squeeze and we lift. Squeezing that core on the way down, keeping the chest up. Spine is straight here. Squeeze and up. Let's go. Bring it down and lift. Squeeze and reach. We have 6 like this. Hang in there here. You have 5 more. Woo. Last 3. And in for 2. Squeeze. And we have 1 last one. You stay right here. Stay low. Hands are going to come behind your head. We do a little crunch over to the left here. And then lift to the right here. And we lift. You got it. Left and squeeze to the right and squeeze. Woo! We're almost done here. Just squeeze it out to that left and in to the right and in. All right, we have last 4. We reach. Give me 3 and in for 2. Lift and you have 1 last 1. All right, stay low right here. Weights are going to come in towards our right hand. Hand behind your head. We just crunch to this right and we lift. We crunch and you reach. We're almost there. A little bit of core after this and then we are done. Reach it up for 5 and squeeze. 4. Can we just sit a little bit lower for 3? Yes, there we go. And 2. We lift and you have 1 last 1. So good. All right, drop these weights down. We're gonna still use them. We're gonna come all the way back down onto our mat. Take off these ankle weights. We are done with those. Knee all the way back down onto your mat. Weights are gonna be both hands here, and we'll come up in towards a reverse tabletop. We'll finish off with a little bit of dead bugs. So your right arm is going to come over you as you drop this left leg down, and we lift it back up. All right, so your elbows are gonna stay where they are. You're just going to crunch in with this forearm towards your head like a skull crusher, and you bring it back in. You got it. Just crunch it in overhead and squeeze. With this left here, we squeeze it in. You got it. Reach it out. And we only have a few more minutes left. Hang in there. Stay strong. Catch your breath in this move. You can always go slow. You can also get rid of the hand weights and just do this with no equipment. All right, we have 6 more. 3 on each side. We squeeze and we lift. 5. Making sure that we're still finding our exhale here with our lower belly as we extend. We have 3 more. Squeeze and in. Give me last 2. We reach and you have 1 last one and in. All right, go ahead and extend those legs all the way out behind you. Fully extend. Left palm can stay all the way down. This time, right arm is going to stay all the way up. We lift up, we reach over towards this left shin, and then we drop it down. A little bit of weighted core here. We lift up, we squeeze with your left extended leg, and we drop it down. You got it. Reach it up. And if you want, you can totally modify. Just bring elbow to knee here. We lift and squeeze. You can bring this knee in as well, up to you. We have 5 like this, and down, Give me last 4. In for 3. We squeeze. Last 2. Nice. And we have one last one. And in. So good. This time we bring both of our hands on one weight. Elbows and heels are gonna go about mat width distance apart. And we just take a big breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, you roll all the way up, slowly up to seated. And we lift this weight all the way up. So your heels are outside of your mat. They're pretty far apart, making the letter V with your legs. And we roll it down. Slowly here, squeeze. Inhale, and then exhale. As you lift all the way up, so good. We're only gonna do 3 here. Bring it in, we roll it in, forward, and exhale. As you lift it up. All right, we have 2 more. Squeeze, roll it down. Using that lower belly, going as slow as you can here. Exhale, and we lift it up. We have one last one. Rolling this belly down, slow and controlled. Nice, and we have one more here. And we lift all the way up. Nice, all right, let's go ahead and slowly roll this belly all the way back down. And let's get this left hand side. So weight's gonna come onto your left hand. Right hand is gonna go all the way down. Feet can come a little bit closer together. Let's go ahead and reach for this left toe right here. And then we drop it back down. You got it. We reach for this left and in. You don't have to go as high. You can just reach for the shin, squeeze, and drop it down. So close. Lift and in. All right, we have last 5 here. This is where we finish. Bring it down. Give me last 4. We squeeze. Let's lift those left shoulder blades up. You have 3 more. And in. Give it your all here. You have 2. And reach. And we have one last one. And tap. Whew, drop this weight down. You did it, you crushed it. Just stay with me for a little bit of a cool down here. We don't want to have our muscles get tight. Go ahead and bring the knees all the way in. We're just taking nice roll of our hips over to the right. Stretching out our lower back. Maybe you roll out those ankles here as well. Catch your breath. And then let's go ahead and get it on the other side to the left. So strong, pulling your knees in. You made it through that 45-minute burn. And then once you're ready, bring those knees back to center. And let's take a quick figure 4, right leg can come over left. And we'll take a few sways side to side. Maybe you pull this left thigh in towards your chest. And then once you're ready, we can go ahead and drop this left leg or the right leg all the way over to your left hand side. Coming into a full twist, really getting to the side obliques, your side glutes. Nice. And you can come into a full supine twist here. Maybe you cactus out the arms, gazing over to your right. And bring those knees back into center. Let's switch it out. Left leg can come over right here. We'll take a few sways side to side. Deepening that stretch. Making sure we're still taking big deep breaths here to lower our heart rate. And then go ahead and drop this left leg to the right this time. Really getting that deep stretch here on the left. Feels so good after all that standing glute. And then maybe you extend the leg all the way out and come into a full supine twist. You can gaze over to your left hand side here, getting your lower back. And the knees can come all the way back to center here. Give yourself one last tight little hug. You made it through, and then find your way all the way up into a seated position. All right, you are done with day 13 of your Summer Shred Challenge, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.